Hi everyone, this is Juan CL again, and now it's time to do my next GameCube review. Now this review is going to be so quick, so we gotta make this quick now. It's WWE WrestleMania 18 for the Nintendo GameCube. This was supposed to be the last WWF video game, but this isn't really the final WWF video game because the game was re-released on Player's Choice. So for those of y'all who got the original version of this is the WWF logo, but I got the WWE logo, so that means I got the later release. So this game is based off the WrestleMania, from 2002 when The Rock faced Hulk Hogan. And I don't even understand why Rob Van Dam's on the cover. I guess it's because he was probably an up-and-rising star from ECW and WCW. Yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan, but I'm not really much of a big wrestling fan now as I was back then. But overall, it's like most wrestling games, but it doesn't really have much whole lot of, variety of stuff. I mean, yes, there's like a story mode and championship modes, but there's still not a whole lot to do. And if you look at the back, the showcase of the Immortals, yeah, we know that's WrestleMania. 3D through the table, which is supposed to be the Dudley Boys. The cage matches, the NWO, remember NWO with Hulk Hogan? Well, yeah, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. That used to be a thing back then. So, it's pretty much the same as most wrestling games, but it's not as good as WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Remember that game? SmackDown Shut Your Mouth had a lot more variety. I mean, you do a lot more, and there's way more wrestlers in that game. The only downfall I have to this game are the graphics. The graphics look kind of blocky, but they're not as weird looking or as realistic as the graphics from Shut Your Mouth. As for a little bonus review, there's also a Game Boy Advance port. See? A Game Boy Advance port of WrestleMania 18. I know, the Game Boy Advance port is even more boring and less, fun. I mean, yes, you get to hear the theme songs on a 32-bit handheld console, but it's still not as fun. I mean, you just mash buttons, that's all. But at least the game's still kind of fun after you get the hang of it. I mean, it's still boring, but you'll get the hang of it. So, yeah, GameCube version and the Game Boy Advance version. I bought this game a few months ago. Actually, I got this game about a month earlier. I think it was before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So, yeah, Game Boy Advance version. If you really want to get a good handheld game, try to get SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 or 10 for the PSP. Or WWE All-Stars for the 3DS, but if you're a big wrestling fan like me from the old WWE days, get this game. But if you're not really, into a whole lot of wrestling stuff, then get something better like SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 for the PlayStation 2. I mean, WWE is not as good as it used to. Their wrestlers are now getting a lot more boring and stupid. I just really wish The Rock came back, not really as a wrestler, but, coming back a lot more like Hulk Hogan is. And as for Rob Van Dam, I don't know about him, but he's really good with his frog splash moves. And The Rock and Hulk Hogan, they're two icons. And John Cena wasn't even in this game yet. Pretty disappointing because this was back in 2002. John Cena first debuted to WWE in 2002 during the summer, but didn't show up a whole lot until 2003. And 2003 was when he finally became his rapper character, which was when WWE was still really good. So, yeah, I'll talk about wrestling a little bit more, probably right after New Year. So, I hope you guys comment and subscribe and rock on, please. Thank you, and have a good morning or good night.